What's good, YouTube? Mr. Milkshakes here, bringing you an OU Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, post-commentated via Pokemon Omega Ruby. So let's just jump in. I saw Garchomp, and I was thinking, well, he could probably lead with that and set up Stealth Rocks. So I sent Gyarados. Fun fact number one, Gyarados isn't an offensive Gyarados. I use that Intimidate just to nullify the lead. And he probably thinks I have Ice Fang. And that's fun fact number two, I don't. Fun fact number three, that Dragon Dance doesn't mean anything. Because Rotom's going to scare me out because I'm a little bitch. So I was thinking, well, who to go into to take out the Electric Hit? Probably the Pokemon that's immune to it. My Lando T. Useless Intimidate, because that's not physical Rotom. That's not a thing. Goes for a Thunder Wave, actually, which is nice to know because he's got speed control. I went for a knockoff. Knocked off his leftovers, which, I mean, hey, he doesn't get any residual damage. And he goes for Toxic, and I was like, I don't plan on staying in here long, so that's fine. You can go ahead and get your small amounts of Toxic damage off on me. So I switch out, and I was thinking, well, who do I want to go in to take this hit? Chansey. And Chansey's one of those Pokemon where if you're using it, you love it, but if you see it, you hate it, and it's such a problem to deal with. Because look how much that Volt Switch actually does to me. That does shit damage. And of course it's Eviolite Chansey, and I'm thinking, well, I can be a smartass because this Chansey has counter, but the reason I led with Gyarados was to scare out that Garchomp lead. So he goes for Stealth Rock, I reveal counter, which is a bad play, and he goes for Dragon Tail and misses. So I was like, instead of going for counter again, which would have been the smart play, well actually no, it wouldn't actually, because I just would have gotten knocked out, I went for Seismic Toss just to get damage off after getting my Stealth Rocks up. And I didn't know Stealth Rocks. I didn't know Seismic Toss touched the opponent, so I took Rough Skin and Rock E-Helmet damage, which blows. But he Dragon Tails me out into my Gengar. Oh, excuse me. And Gengar does have Icy Wind, so he's right to switch out. And I'm like, well, he probably thinks I have Icy Wind, so I'm going to set up a sub. And he brings in the Scizor, and I'm like, interesting. If I should run Hidden Power Fire Gengar just for those scissors, Mega Scissors, new meta. I actually might do that now. So I was like, I'll set up a sub. That way I can get some damage off on this Scizor. And he goes for the BP. And I was thinking, well, I go for a Shadow Ball. Just to get damage off. Damage is damage. And that does a lot of damage. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. And I get the special defense drop. And I was thinking, since I'm running Substitute Gengar, I should run a Substitute Black Sludge versus Substitute Life Orb. And my Gengar does have Black Sludge on it now. This is an older video that I had lying around in my DS. And I figured might as well upload just to bring content to the channel. And I was like, well, Chansey could sponge up a hit. No, it can't. I've just sitting talking about how great Chansey is, and I just involuntarily sacked it off. I was thinking, well, it kind of really doesn't matter because Chansey really wasn't doing anything else for me there. It was a nice wall to have, but like I couldn't do anything to half his team anyway except for Seismic Toss. I was thinking, well, I just gave this Scizor 2 turns of leftovers that it shouldn't have gotten. So I bring in Landorus to get an Intimidate drop on it so his Bullet Punches don't do much to me. And he withdraws, and I was like thinking, and the Earthquake is going to kill it. And he brought in Rotom. And I was like, well, this Earthquake isn't going to do anything to it. I should have went for the safe knockoff just to knock off an item that's damage opposed. So I'm like, he's going to go for Hydro Pump. Or he could go for Hydro Pump. So I'm going to switch out. I go into Megatron. And if anything, worst case scenario, he can go for Volt Switch. Goes for Thunder Wave. I forgot he had Thunder Wave. I said, oh, it's good to know. It's good to know, but I didn't utilize that knowledge. I was like, well, that cripples Megatron, my Mega Megatron. That's a tongue twister, Mega Megatron. Actually, no, it's not. You sound like a fire-ass rapper. Catches mixtape. He goes for Volt Switch, and I was like, well, that did a shit ton of damage, and it's because he got a crit, which is unfortunate. He's getting a lot of hacks, and you'll see why. You'll see even more hacks. He brings out his Landers, and he intimidates me, and I'm like, well, Mega Megatron is useless to me now because -1 attack, he's slow as shit. And I missed my Zen Headbutt, which is fucking great. I love missing moves. So I'm like, I'll just go for a bullet punch, and that does a decent amount of damage. I wasn't expecting it to do that much. He goes for U-turn. I'm like, you could have killed me. I wasn't staying in. Or I was staying in. I wasn't switching out. It's been a long day. I probably shouldn't even be recording right now, but I'm going to upload this anyway. He goes into scissor, and I'm like, kill me. I'm like, just do it. Nike. Not sponsored, but hey, sponsorships. I love Nike. I have a lot of your products. I'm so lame. He goes for Roost. I'm like, fuck! Just kill my Megatron! And stop restoring your health. That's my one flaw as a Pokemon Wi-Fi battler. When I sack something off, I sack it off too early. I probably should have switched out and gone into any other Pokemon, and wouldn't have made a difference. He finally goes to the U-turn and takes out my Megatron. I really like saying that. Megatron. Hashtag Megatron in the chat, just because, if anyone wants to comment on this video. He brings out his Landorus. I'm like, who should I bring out? Gengar, too. It's nicknamed after Treasure, because the cat from Alice in Wonderland, his face looks like Gengar. He goes for Rock Slide, and I was like, why did I stay in? Confirms that he's Scarfed, because my Gengar's timid nature should have outsped. So I'm like, Scarfed Landorus, huh? That's funny. And you get that young Intimidate on you, you're scared shitless. He withdrew. Went for the knockoff this time, which I should have done before. And he goes into Rotom, which has kind of been his switch to Landorus every time, and I should have played on that. And I just kidding, I didn't go for knockdown. I did play off that. I'm smarter than I thought I was. I went for U-turn, which is great, because that Rotom is lower than 10%. And I'm like, Scarlet, you got Ice Shard. Finish it. Scarlet, I go into a little backstory on why it's named Scarlet, because Scarlett Johansson. And, no, just kidding. Scarlett Johansson is phenomenally beautiful, and I'm just going to bravo to her. It's actually because he's got claws. Claws leave star. If you scratch someone's scars, and I went for the knockoff because I was like, you might want to switch. And holy fucking shit, that did a lot of damage. Weavile doesn't fuck around. This is where the Ice Shard comes in handy, because luckily that scissor goes down. That scissor is no longer a problem. Luckily, I think I'm Jolly Nature. If I was adamant, his bullet punch probably would have killed me. And he brings out Sylveon, and I'm like, I know a Hyper Voice is coming my way. Do I risk it? No, I don't. I don't have balls. I'm not real. I bring in my specially defensive Gyarados to eat this Hyper Voice, but I forgot Stealth Rocks were up still. Get that Intimidate, because, physical Sylveon's never a thing. Goes for Hyper Voice, and hopefully I can take this. And I do after leftovers. I'm able to live another one. I have Toxic on this Gyarados, so I'm going to go for it, just in case this thing wants to be a whore like they normally are. But, I prefer Sylveon over Umbreon every day. Umbreons are the bane of my existence. So I go for the Toxic, just to get some residual damage, cancel out that leftovers eventually. And I'm able to live this Hyper Voice still, so I'm like, I do have Waterfall. Normally, Sylveons are bold, but damage is damage. So I'm pretty sure I am going for Waterfall. And I'd just like to apologize for the quality of these videos. I don't have a capture card for my 3DS. I've been meaning to buy one, but they're so goddamn expensive. And times are tough. I'm actually in school right now, so I don't work. And okay, let's get back to the battle. Enough of my troubles. He switches out his Sylveon, which is a good play on his part. This is Rough Skin Rocky Helmet damage I'm about to take, which is going to kill my Gyarados, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does kill my Gyarados, which, I mean, I guess it's not really the worst thing in the world, because it gives me the opportunity to bring in Weavile with only taking Stealth Rock. So I'm thinking, let's put that pressure on. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? He sacks off his Garchomp, and I'm like, yeah, you're not real. Stay in. Go for Ice Shard, and that's going to definitely destroy Garchomp. I love Weavile. Weavile is such an OG Pokemon. I'm taking Life Orb damage, and I'm like, this isn't looking so well. I only have Weavile and Landorus T left. Like, Weavile, come in clutch. Go for the Ice Crash. I hit, which is one thing that's great. And then I do all that damage, which is also great. And he gets the flinch. These are where the hacks start playing in my favor. I hate to say that I won on hacks. Or I didn't win on hacks. That hacks mattered, but he got crits and misses and everything before. able to go for Ice Shard. I don't care how bold you are. Weavile doesn't give a shit. It's fucking sky high attack stat. And I'm still alive with 3 hit points. So this Charizard's going to come in. It's going to take about 49%, or yeah, 49% from Stealth Rocks. He's Charizard X. I'm like, Now I had a predicament here. I was like, do I go for Icicle Crash or do I go for Ice Shard? And I went for Icicle Crash. I knew I outsped either way. I was hoping it would take it out. And with Weavile's awesome attack stat, that Charizard is no longer a problem. So Weavile is also an MVP of this battle. Lando T and Weavile were the MVPs of this battle. I love both of them. So I'm like, alright, Landorus, you have a Rotom and another Landorus to take care of. Can you do it? Luckily, the Stealth Rocks are up on his side of the field. He never got rocks, or he did get rocks up on my side, but he's lower than I am. We're both intimidated in this situation. We're both scared of each other, which I don't understand how that makes sense. But he has Rock Slide, and I was like, don't flinch. I don't need flinches right now. Don't miss, because I have Stone Edge. And I don't miss. Just shy away from taking him out. I'm like, well, this is GG. I'm going down to a Rock Slide. No, the fuck I'm not! Rest in peace, headphone users. But he misses and I hit, which in a parallel universe usually fucks me over. But hey, it works. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm poisoned. That's toxic. 9 hit points. Alright. It's Choice Scarf. I'm outspeeding this Rotom. All I need is to hit this Stone Edge. And I hit the Stone Edge and pick up the W. That was a very close battle. Came down to the last play. That was a crit. Crit mattered. I'm not good. Crit mattered. It came down to the very last play right there, which I love battles that are that close because they're good quality to upload. Probably a bunch of you are probably like, oh, yeah, it's also quality if you don't talk during the videos, but I mean, you gotta understand my thought process going through this video. I try to enlighten other Wi-Fi or Pokemon competitive battlers because it's a community. You contribute to the community, and you also take back from the community, which I just like to contribute and do my part. So that's it for the battle. I'll try to upload more because I like doing Pokemon. Pokemon's my passion. Yeah, that's it. If you could drop a like, subscribe, rate video, that'd be great. You know, I don't make money off of it. It just shows that you appreciate the content coming your way. I'll try to bring more content, more quality content, hopefully in the future. So, yeah, this is Mr. Milkshake signing off.